This week on Pop Trigger, we talk about a secret Hollywood procedure that's been used for years, historical figures that we picture differently than how they actually were, and we discuss banned movies and the crazy reasons why. All that and more with our special guest, actor Chin Han. It's Pop Trigger time! Yeah, great show today. Hey everybody, I'm Sam Shocker. Thanks for tuning in. Our co-host today, our very own Brie Essrig. You can subscribe to her YouTube channel at Brie Essrig. First time in the Pop Trigger studio. I'm a huge fan. You guys know him from movies like Captain America, Contagion, The Dark Knight. Not too shabby. Actor Chin Han is here. Yay! Also, you guys, he's in the new Netflix series Marco Polo. We're going to talk to him about that, so stay tuned. And of course, we've got Brett Ehrlich. You guys can check out Viral Video Film School. Also, your year-end review on ABC. When is that?
That's going to be check out for it. It'll be on promos, but it's around Christmas time.
Also, you can check out me live at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 Eastern on Dr. Drew on Call on HLN. And then also this weekend doing my CNN Pop 5. So make sure you tune into CNN on Sunday. All right, shall we get to know our guest a little bit more? Actor Chin Han, wow. Okay, so before you moved here to the States, huge star in Asia, you were doing television shows in Singapore, also really known for your stage work. So what was the biggest difference in acting in Asia as opposed to acting like on stage, TV, film here in the States?
Well, the scale of the movies that we do here are phenomenal, right? I mean, I think I've been very fortunate to be working with directors like Chris Nolan and Roland Emmerich and, Steven Soderbergh. So, I mean, those movies, I mean, when you step on the set, I mean, you're pretty much like in a theme park.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's and Marco Polo is the same, so that was the big difference. And you have to understand, I came from the theater. So, I'm used to, putting up my own clothes, hanging up my shoes at the end of the day. But here you have limos and craft services and wonderful publicists. And
it's so exciting. And you've worked with, I feel like, all the big A-list stars. I mean, think about the movies that he's been in. All the big A-list stars, the best directors. Of all the people that you've worked with, who surprised you the most?
Well, Morgan Freeman surprised me the most because Morgan was such a funny person. He's so imposing, and people always describe him as someone with gravitas, right? And then you go on set, and he makes you laugh.
Really? Is he like a jokester?
Yeah, he is.
I love that.
He's funny.
That's great. And then who do you hope that to work with?
Just because I want to get into the 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon game. I would like to work with Kevin Bacon. I haven't, and Footloose. I mean, who can?
Yeah. Is that one of your favorite movies, Footloose?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I love it. Can you dance also? And I mean, you've done a lot of stage work. Does that include musicals?
Yeah, I do. I do musicals as well.
So you can sing.
I can.
You can dance. You can act.
I can cook even,
Chin Han, I mean, geez.
I know. Can you imagine my Match.com
profile?
It's amazing.
So you're on Match.com?
Okay, so let's talk about Marco Polo because I can't drive anywhere here in Los Angeles without seeing a huge Marco Polo billboard. I watched the trailer. It looks exhilarating. Tell us a little bit about Marco Polo, which launched on Netflix this past Friday, which is December 12th. So it's available. Tell us about Marco Polo and your character.
Well, Marco Polo is this 13th century epic swashbuckling adventure series. But more than anything else, I think, it's historically accurate. You have all these characters that you think couldn't exist in real life, but they were. You have a Mongolian warrior princess. You have a Chancellor Jasadao, who's the character that I play, who wrote a book on crickets, an encyclopedia on crickets that insectologists still use today,
What?
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
The bearish, Kublai Khan, and you have the Silk Road as well, and you have all these fantastical stories that he wrote as well, to draw from. So there's so many interesting stories that that this series draws on, and I think there's about there's family intrigue, there's kung fu, there is great cinematography and great
The cinematography is what, when I looked at the trailer, I was like, wow, this is shot so beautifully. And it looked like it's such a grand scale. So where did you guys shoot?
Well, we shot in Kazakhstan and Malaysia.
Wow.
And we also shot in Venice, but because, even though...
Venice, California or Venice, Italy?
Venice, Italy.
You never know.
Marco Polo spent a lot of time on Abbot Kinney, shopping in boutiques.
He does. Lorenzo Riquelme is a big coffee fan. I mean, we in our press junkets, and we've been touring, like in Paris and Brazil. I mean, he's been such a stickler for good coffee, because he's Italian. And so, it's those places, Venice, Kazakhstan, and Malaysia, which is, all of which have stunning, vistas.
How long does it take to shoot? Because it's 10 episodes, correct? So 10 episodes on Netflix. How long did it take to shoot all 10 episodes?
We took about 6 months, I think 6 to 7 months, not including the martial arts training that we had to do.
So you're a trained martial artist too?
Oh yes, I forgot to.
Chin Han? What are you? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, what's one move that you could, you don't need to show us, but if I'm or any of us are walking down the street and someone's about to attack us, what would we do?
Oh, well, let's say if you wanted to punch
Yes! Yes!
All right.
Let's say you wanted to punch me, right?
Okay.
So I would do this, and I would break his arm that way.
Yeah.
And it's done, right?
So you could break Brett's arm like that.
I could, but I he's got such a nice tattoo in that thing. I don't
His fake tattoos. I love it. Oh my gosh. So what's next? Like, what do you hope to accomplish next? I feel like you've already accomplished everything that any actor would want to accomplish, but what is next for Chin Han?
I think I'd like to do a romantic comedy or a musical. Nick.
Yes.
Like Hairspray 2, Saturday Night Fever 3.
A sequel?
A sequel. Yeah.
I want to see you in a romantic comedy because I've only seen you in dramas. I would love to see you in a romantic comedy because you're so funny. I didn't know what to expect today, but you're so funny.
That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. So big round of applause to our guest today, Chin Han. And of course, make sure you check out Marco Polo, you guys. It's on Netflix right now. And also revisit some of his old movies like The Dark Knight, Captain America, Contagion, Crazy. We'll see you guys all next time on Pop Trigger.